popular demand. It's about to get godly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold it now. Oh! Come on, come on, come on. Yeah.
What up, YouTube? So this video is on the MacBook Air and design. Let's really kick it off where Apple's design really was beautiful. PowerBook G4, right? You had this, I think it was titanium paint, but the point is it was silver and it looked beautiful. Open it up, you had a black keyboard. Pretty nice. Sooner or later they changed the PowerBook into the MacBook Pro, and they went all aluminium, so you had an all really nice silver finish. And the MacBooks, I think from the iBook it was still white, so now they came into white MacBooks. Eventually introduced black MacBooks. Everyone agrees that the black and the white MacBook and the silver MacBook Pro are really aesthetically beautiful machines, okay? Not only by the colors and the finishes, but also how the ports are nicely fitted into the sides of the systems. It just looks smoother, and they're little rounded off in little boxes into the MacBook or into the MacBook Pro. The finish of the ports looks so good. Slot loading optical drive, sweet. Keyboard, okay, especially the MacBook Pro keyboard, its keyboard is pretty good, but the new chiclet keys on the MacBooks and on the new aluminium keyboards for the MacBook, for the iMacs and Mac Pros, whatever, they're really nice. So to sum it up, Apple have really been game on with their design on laptops. Brilliant mouse trackpads, brilliant keyboards, brilliant color schemes, and being really innovative in their design, okay? Brilliant. So Steve Jobs pulls out the envelope and he pulls out this little thin piece of book, thin booklet, thin laptop out of this piece of, out of the envelope, and I was watching it and I'm like, why have they kind of rounded the laptop off? Do you understand? The MacBooks and MacBook Pros are famous in the sense of not just for how they look, but they look so simple. They're like one shape. They are a rectangle with rounded edges, and they're solid. So if I have this card, and I put it down on a flat surface, it fully sticks to it. Whereas the new MacBook Air has kind of bent edges and stuff. So they're just, the reason why they're floating the edges up on the sides of the MacBook Air is that's taking off weight to make it as thin as possible and to fit things in. They've cut corners and stuff like that. So when you put the MacBook down, it kind of has a raised part, and they've cut it off because they thought, well, that's going to be weight, so they've cut it off. So I just saw it, and when you see the side view, because it starts off thin and goes up to thick. Now, I know this is really stupid of me to say this, because there's no way anyone can make a laptop with like Apple, where it started off thin, and I want them to carry on thin. It just looks a bit out of proportion. It looks kind of funny. It's not that I hate it. It just kind of looks kind of funny, because the MacBook Pros are complete proportion from the beginning to the back. And I know you're saying, well, because they cut the corners, that's how they achieve the weight. That's what I'm gonna say. Well done, Apple. Although you've kind of, I don't hate the design. It just kind of looks distorted, but you managed to do that. I mean, you did that to manage to get the seriously light laptop. So, I can live with that. I can keep it going, and I think, yeah, it looks good now. I can go buy that. So that's the MacBook, the base. I still don't understand why they didn't choose to make a MacBook Pro ultra portable. I don't know why they class it as a MacBook. But then again, you could say the MacBook Pro is a MacBook that's for pro users. It's all in the naming, really. The MacBook is the Apple laptop, and then the classes are Air, Pro, and just MacBook. So now, what's the next biggest thing that I don't like about the design of the MacBook Air? I have this issue with the MacBook where they have the screen and then they have a thick frame around it. Whereas on the MacBook Pros, their screen and their border on the MacBook Pro screens are thinner. It just looks so out of proportion to have this super thin aluminium laptop and then have this thick border around the screen, because the MacBook Pros don't have it, and that's what I love about the MacBook Pro's border design. It's very thin. That is probably the MacBook Pro's border, and then that is the MacBook. And I just don't like it. When you just look at it seriously head on, and I don't like it. I don't like they've left this excess. They could have pulled it a bit. Maybe they could have even got a bigger screen into that, and the frame is bigger, that's all. I don't know, maybe it's just me complaining, but I mean, maybe you can't do that for a 13-inch MacBook. That's another thing. Maybe it's not possible to do that for a 13-inch MacBook, and you can do it with a 15-inch. I don't know. Just look at the MacBook Air head on, and you just see this frame around it, and I just don't like it. That would have minimized some aluminium as well. Now, why does the design of the MacBook Air? You know, I mean, it's 1.94 centimeters thin. Oh, it's between 0.4 and 1.94 centimeters thin. Brilliant. Weighing only 1.36 kilograms is fantastic. Apple has made one of the, it literally probably is the lightest and thinnest laptop they've made as a as Apple, the computer company, and in the world. No one is going to beat them on that for a very long time, and Apple will probably beat it again. So design-wise, you know, I mean, also, and they put aluminium. I can't believe I just about to forget about that. They put aluminium. Design-wise, the looks and feel is pretty good. Another gripe I have: black keyboard. Why are you putting a black keyboard? Well, they're using this Pro color scheme, and their Pro color scheme consists of aluminium, silver finishing, and black. I still don't like it. I don't understand why it couldn't have been like the MacBook Pro keyboard, silver with ambient light sensing. I don't want black. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, when it's closed, the thing looks amazing. Okay, it's so thin. When you lift it up, it's so light. You know, it looks brilliant. Open it up, the frame kind of ticks me off. I think I've been so used to seeing MacBooks and MacBook Pros in sense of proportion of weight and thickness, so that when they cut the corners and it starts thin and goes up to thick, only to achieve, and a big achievement in the sense of to make the thinnest, lightest laptop ever. I can't expect something that's fully proportioned. But I just thought Apple could pull it off. So design-wise, it looks very impressive. Keyboard, you know, the screen thing is probably just me personally. But I still think Apple, I mean, come on, let's be honest. I can still buy a Dell laptop. Look, put it next to this, and this still will look 10 billion times better. So design-wise, I like it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Alright, thanks.
Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down.